Well, how it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. I've got my kind of sweet tea ready, which means we're jumping back into Windfall. I'm very excited. Last we left off, the party journeyed back to the capital of Windfall. There's the College of Whispers that's making moves on the capital as a whole, to the best of the party's understanding. And an individual has reached out to Sia about maybe helping with this ascension problem. I'm very excited. I'm SirFeffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table, and today I encourage you all to head over to the YouTube Longshot to keep caught up. We are on our third year of this campaign, and we're in the final arc. The party is level 20. I'm very excited. Do head over to the Discord if you want to get in on the bingo and join our community. It is chaotic as it is wholesome. We have memes. It's great. And jumping right into it, let me head it over to Offbeat Outlaw.
Hello, my name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names, and Twitch every single weekday. We are grinding up in League of Legends, and I am now in bronze. Basically, I'm better than you. I play Yester the Bastard Hawthorne, who is ready to commit, who has had his character arc from pacifist to ready to murder. That's what happens when you hang out with murderers, kids. You become one. You're welcome. Pass it to Taco.
What's up, everybody? I'm Taco. I play Stonks, and sometimes the other guy named Staw, I think, but I forgot he exists already, so he's gone forever. Goodbye. He had a big hat once, now he's dead, and he's lost in the dark space where NPCs go and we don't talk to them.
Is that my brain? Just dark space?
Yep.
Hello, I'm LunaWolfSpirit. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram, and I play Seeka Stormflare, who is ascending to godhood, and may have been contacted by the devil.
Okay.
She's trying.
Let's get right into this thing. It is morning. Yester. You wake up. Fitful sleep, still reeling from the return of Stonks. Trying to get your feet under you. Scheming. You know the College of Whispers is sinking its teeth into this city. Where do you start with that? Do you have a lot of contacts within the city? Is there any scheme or plan you might want to pursue first?
Yester is going to wake up and he's going to open his front door to his room, and he's going to go to Gertrude, who's the fucking old lady who lives here.
Gretchen.
Gretchen, I would like, could you call Stonks to the table? I think we need to discuss some things. I've had time to think.
All right, first you eat. Scrapes the eggs and the bacon onto the thing and puts the orange juice out and then waddles away.
Okay. Yeah, Yester's just gonna fiddle with his high heel boot buckles while he waits.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Stonks. Yes, you would like to have a word with you. Good morning.
Okay. Morning. Okay, I go down.
All right, Stonks. I've
Nice
given
table.
this a lot of. I've given this a lot of thought. I've
Mm-hmm.
thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
I realize that holding a grudge of any kind with you is fruitless and would probably result in nothing of mention happening. You have no idea what you put me through. Because
I'm
you
too
physically
lovable.
Can't. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
What
you
I'm
have
hearing.
you can't know. So I'm not going to hold you to that. All right? And we're just going to forget that anything happened. And I'm going to not think about it. And I'm going to probably, once I'm done with all the murdering we got to do, I'm going to go and get a therapist or something. All right?
This is a good idea.
Yeah, you're going to pay for it, though. And that's how we
Yeah.
become friends again.
I've
Is
paid
that all
for
right?
everything you've had up until this point.
I've been living very poorly. So let's let bygones be bygones. Here's the plan. Town's overtaken by the College of Whispers. You remember them?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the plan. We're going to hightail it to the Myriad. The Myriad's got all the bards. They know all of the colleges. We're going to tell them that we know about the college. We're going to hit them with the we know. And then they're either going to tell us or we start shooting. And
I like it.
if we, Serafina Capello's currently in charge of a lot of stupid shit. So what we're going to do with that...
Kill her.
Yes, eventually. Well, we're going to first pressure the Myriad into telling us her location.
Wait, is that the girl that Sia had a crush on?
Yeah, we're gonna also utilize. We're gonna utilize that to our
That
advantage
relationship.
if necessary.
Sia will seduce her.
Yeah.
Flawless.
And then once we get Serafina, we remove her from the equation, take over the College of Whispers, reinstate the rule of the king, get rid of all of the insurgent spies currently running amok us. Put probably either you or Jean in charge as some sort of leader, or instating some sort of rulership. We can either do this through the market, aka you, or we can do this through state, aka Jean. I'm
or
not
both.
really or both, if we wanted to be NDP about socialist about it.
I got this idea. It's called a central bank.
It's called,
we have
and
banks.
then
We have banks.
once
Do
we
have
do
a
all
Federal
that,
Reserve?
once we do all that, we'll probably get rid of Serafina. That's probably a lot of time, and then we can save whatever's left to go make sure that Sia doesn't turn into a weird angel demon. That'll probably also happen along the way if I'm to judge, if I'm to make a rough estimate of how much of what's ahead of us. So first step in all of this is to go Myriad.
The Myriad.
How do we feel?
Okay.
Myriad,
Good.
all right?
I have one question.
What's up?
How long do you think it takes the supreme god to drink a whole fucking gallon of Arizona?
Depends how much we can distract him. How much time?
I think
Go
4
do
days.
it. Oh my god.
It's just entirely too much liquid to be able to just sit here
You
for
would
the
pop.
next 3 hours. I'm just sitting here
All right,
sloshing
we go
around.
get Sia. We wake her up gently.
All right. Sia, wake up!
Sia, you were having a blissful, dreamless moment.
For one.
You were just getting your feet under you, then someone's yelling your name.
What?
We
I'm
got
picking up my
shit.
little angel.
That's a
One
sore
at a
subject.
time.
It's time to get up. We got shit to do. We got a busy schedule.
All
There's
right,
eggs
I'll
and
be
or
out.
bakey.
I will be up shortly.
The wakey is mandatory.
Okay. He just sits up and just like. Okay.
Okay. You kind of get yourself together, come out into the kitchen. The orange juice
Stonks
is
is at the
scrumptious.
table just knocking still.
Poor Taco has just this beam of light trying to just scan him. Okay. All right. Anything else we'd like to do before we leave the building?
What magic items do you have, Stonks, in tow that we can potentially leverage for this final big hurrah of removing a corrupt government?
What? I Quiz monocle. I think I remember having exactly 3 rings of 3 wishes. I
So-
used to be a jeweler, you know.
Well, if I may, We had to make a couple of hard decisions when we thought you were gone. And I never believed you were gone, just for the record. Pass you on the head. But there was quite a bit of looting going on in the city, so most of your possessions have had to be stored and or hidden. If you would like to access your immense wealth of magic items, then we gotta go to the bank.
To the bank? That, yes, sir. Are you looking for something in particular?
I'm trying to assess our resources so I can concoct a very wild and effective scheme, thus allowing us to have insurmountable might when it comes to tackling this problem. I already have an idea, so I'm a little bit prepared. Don't worry.
Well,
but I just want to make sure I've got a complete tab of our resources, if that makes sense.
I had, at one point or another, a rod of power that was reskinned. I had the gemstone removed, and it just kind of floated. I also have, at one point or another, prayer beads that I think my deadbeat son is wearing.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I have a sphere of sundering that can, like, Don John people.
I would say, because we're in our final legs of this campaign, pitch me a magic item, and I will yay or nay it. Because Stonks is gross like that.
I have a bag of holding and a portable hole.
I will say this. Offbeat, you pitch it to Taco, and then Taco will send it up to me, and I'll yay or nay it.
All right, let me go get my scheming wish list together of magic items.
Are we setting out while we walk and talk?
Yeah, walk and talk. Let's go to the bank.
I have an assortment of jars of dirt from different key locations so that I could return to them later. I don't, but that's something all my wizards do now is they collect dirt so I can teleport back to locations.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You guys go out into the city street, and again, it's eerie not having that wall of smoke from the stacks. You learn a bit about the city and some of the rumors and goings on. Let's all get insight checks across the table.
Insight?
If you would like to be a little more pointed in your questions, it may be an investigation.
A nat 20 for a total of 28.
A 7 from yes, sir.
A
He's
6
busy.
from Sia.
I read the fucking
scheming.
room.
You Sia and Yester, there's not a lot to be gathered aside from people are keeping their heads down, trying to stay out of the way. It seems like the people as a whole are very pushed down and afraid, and it's becoming more of a let's focus on ourselves, keep ourselves. Everyone's kind of getting a little more every man for himself in this town. To contrast that, there's not a lot of crime that you can see. You know that there is a curfew that's been enforced upon the city, but you don't know why the stacks aren't working. Star. Sorry.
Yes.
Stonks.
What? No. What? Star.
Star, are you with us? Is Star with us, or shall I stick with Stonks?
No.
Okay.
Stick with Stonks. The voices are too drastically different. I'm having a hard enough time finding Stonks, period.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta hit him with him. Yeah, see? I'm here.
You round a corner and witness an execution being carried out. And no one is there to watch it. Everyone looks up and just kind of keeps pushing on past. A long owlin, shackled shackles that negate magical prowess, and a noose around the neck. A soldier is reading out the very long list of one Crooked Feather. No one has come to save him. And by his feet is the strange owlin mask that he always used and was known for. Next to you, Stonks. That's gonna mess with me. Next to you, Stonks, you see one person. And you recognize him. It is the Heron that you saved from Little Purple.
Huh?
His name is Heron. And
He's a detective.
And he is sitting back, sipping some iced coffee at a nearby table and watching with a resolute face.
Did you do this? Did you get this guy?
Oh, welcome back. It's good to see you. Please have a
Not?
seat.
Nope.
Okay. He
I
gets
got
up.
places to go, people to see.
Yeah, we got him. We finally got him.
You
Cool,
sure
you got
did?
Crooked Feather? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
No, you didn't. It's okay though.
He admits
I don't
to
believe
being
you.
Crooked Feather under duress.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure a lot of people admit to a lot of things where I got a gun pointed through their mouth and I'm making them suck
a
on it.
gun. It was
Ah.
the full prowess of the College of Wizards. They got in his head. It's
I'm sure
him.
he thinks he's Crooked Feather. I don't believe you. That's point either way. Look, this shit goes all the way to the top. Have you taken out the College of Whispers yet?
No.
Okay, well then
Well,
you haven't
that's-
taken out
He
Crooked
doesn't
Feather.
know
you
about the
dumb-
College of Whispers.
Well, there's this other college. They
Yes.
whisper really good.
Yeah, they're a bard college. They're filled with cats. They have completely overtaken the government. It's why everything's gone to shit. Crooked Feather's probably involved. This guy's not Crooked Feather. You got the wrong guy. It's okay though. Where's the Myriad? Is it still up?
Yeah, it's in
We're
the
from
Golden-
here.
It's
That way.
that way.
Points.
Okay, good. All right, so you guys got the wrong guy. I'm so sorry. Your methods of torture are never going to reveal the correct information.
I think
you
they
should
read
probably
it
start
fine.
looking into this whole College of Whispers thing. We'll follow up with you if we have time.
Check
Have
it
a
out.
good day.
Yep. We mosey.
We mosey.
He went from very vindicated and satisfied to be getting the people who tortured him to now he's just unsure and stressed. You know,
I
Hobbes
cast
said
message
the
while we're
same
walking.
thing.
So anyways, Ramus used to be in charge of the College of Whispers, and now they're doing shit in the government. It's a big deal. You can reply to this message.
Who'd you send this to?
Heron.
Oh, okay. Heron drains the coffee, pops up, folds his newspaper, and joins the party and starts walking alongside.
I cast message again. Also, Ramus is super dead, and it's our guy who's pretending to be him right now, so don't go after Ramus. But we do have a guy at the halfway point to the top, and this shit goes all the way up to the top. You can reply to this message.
He's gonna look to you. Ramus. Everyone knows Ramus is dead now.
Well, fuck. We'll deal with that later. Is second Ramus dead?
I don't know. But
We'll have.
he was in
How-
a bit of an accident in a mine somewhere, from what I heard. Ramus.
Like with lava?
I didn't hear anything about lava. I heard about
Like a genie?
a dynamite accident in a cave in.
A guy who vapes souls?
Whoa. That's you guys have been
Turns him
you
into
guys have
fat
been busy.
cotton.
You guys have been busy. Well, you guys saved my life, so if there's any way I can help, I'm along for the ride. I'll have Hobbs look into whatever we need looking into, yeah?
Yeah, you should
Yes,
probably
sir.
start by looking into anybody who was involved in the secret police, anybody who was involved in any sort of College of Whispers. Look, we're currently heading to the Myriad. Don't worry, we'll get this one all sorted out
What
real
was
quick.
up with the monk cops? Do we need to look into that?
Oh, the
No, they're
Court
all
of the
dead,
Path
remember?
got
They
wiped.
did all die. We
Yeah, they
watched
were
that.
completely. Remember, they were completely useless. We
Yeah,
hired
they
them
were
and they did nothing
incompetent.
right.
They
and
were
all
low
died.
level.
They were
heart
like,
was
"Oh
in the
yeah, we're
right
gonna solve
place.
this problem," and then they all got in trouble and died every single time. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. They probably got vaped by that genie.
They probably did get vaped by the genie.
Uh-huh.
Talking to you all is always so educational.
I don't know that I'd call it that.
Interesting. At least.
You guys
She is a god.
continue to move the. I'm sorry.
This is not the time for that.
There's like 6 of me. They live in her ring.
Dog, stop shattering this man's worldview. Let's keep going, all right?
Have you heard of
Last
the
we
donut?
talked to this guy, he was just trying to stop a drug ring. Ain't none of this
Imagine you-
craziness was going on yet.
Imagine I'm getting dragged away while screaming about the donut. Your whole world's.
Okay. Moving through the space. It's my new favorite word. I gotta train myself to stop saying that so much. Around the corner. In the Golden District. It's nicer here. People seem to be moving about a little more freely, a little more comfortably. But with many more guards. You can see the Myriad down the road.
Mhm.
It's clearly gone through some changes. It looks less like an ostentatious concert hall and more of a highly defended and fortified concert hall. You can see people on the various rooftops kind of just looking around. Are we being brazen or are we being stealthy?
We are walking right up to the Myriad.
Being brazen. Okay.
Mhm.
I would like to cast contingency on myself. If I hit 40 HP for the next 6 days, I will turn into a huge giant crab.
Okay. What level
Can I-
spell is that?
6th.
It is cast at 5th.
So then does it fizzle?
It does not.
Okay.
But there will be negative, diminishing repercussions. You feel it happen. You have no idea.
Just
why.
a huge crab now. Maybe just a giant crab.
Maybe in some negative sense, it is deterred because there is
Maybe just a
less
crab.
juice going into it, if you will. Maybe the hit points will be different. Maybe it will be just a crab. Maybe this, that, and the other thing. But maybe it's for the next 5 days. You're not sure, but you feel it just have less kick.
Before I forget, Thea's gonna cast Mage Armor.
Okay. What level is that?
1.
1.
First level.
Okay. It is you spend the first level
Okay.
spell slot. A lot of the people on the rooftops, these lookouts, watch you guys move through the space. You get to the front of the Myriad. There used to be a kindly, portly satyr gentleman. Now there is simply a large minotaur. As the party approaches. Well, good evening, my fine chaps. Miss.
Howdy. My name is Yes Sir the Bastard Hawthorne. I used to be a Well, I am a member of the Myriad. My pin broke a little while ago. We was asked to come meet some people here. Wondering if we could come inside.
Absolutely. I feel like I remember you getting that pin. It was a beautiful
Yeah, some
performance.
yappy loudmouth trying to sabotage my performance.
And then he died.
That was unrelated, though.
Yeah, those were not correlated.
Right. Well, woe to be unto me to stand in the way of greatness. And he gestures you and your friends to enter without pay.
You're pretty great too.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
We walk in.
Okay. As you can hear, a beautiful piano solo is playing on the stage. The interior doesn't look too different. There's a few bit changes here and there. Let's get a actually, Stonks, with your passive perception being insanely high, it feels like the entire place has been flipped, like mirrored.
God damn it.
Not literally mirrored, but
There's a theme to this campaign.
and the lights are down low. You can see the long, sprawling bar on the side and the various levels with their tables of gentry in the roof, in the third floor and the like. And you can see a lot of people here. This place is pretty packed.
I elbow Yester and be like, Yester, it's like it's been mirrored. Look, the stage used to be on the left and now it's on the right, but it's all still symmetrical.
Well, that's never good. So probably we can expect some silly shit is about to go down. Is that true?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless we find Seraphine and have Sia disarm her.
Who's playing the piano right now? Pull out my opera glasses.
That you just have the whole time, just. It is a young man who is just sweating, and he's just going for it. You can tell that his heart and soul is in this piece. He's performing with everything in him. It's a natural 20. And you're actually kind of impressed, Yester. For someone so young, this is really well done. This is really well wrought. It appears to be a piece you have not heard before. Maybe the kid wrote it. But it feels like he's going fast enough to play 3 different melodies with his 2 hands. Are you familiar with what a fugue is, or a fugue?
Yes.
He's doing that, but instrumentally.
A boogie,
I am.
some would say.
Kid's got chops. Good for him.
Kid's going for it. You do see the portly satyr you remember behind the bar.
Mr.
How do you guys want to approach this? You don't see Seraphina anywhere. Brefford and Castile, the husband and husband satyrs.
Yester's going to quietly make his way up to the bar.
Okay.
I will follow.
Well, Matt, it's been some time. Welcome
Howdy.
back.
Did you happen to invite us here?
Absolutely.
Do I believe him?
He's going off of the cuff. He is just kind of going along with it, thinking it's kind of like a bit.
Is he being
you know?
polite or?
Yeah.
No. Hey, look, I
You mean
noticing.
like literally? We got an invitation. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna say some shit here, and I want you to lock in when I say this. All right.
Start
place?
viewing.
Yeah.
If I had a tongue, it'd be on the roof of my mouth.
Why is everything here mirrored? And are you aware that everything here is mirrored?
Yeah, we got bought out. Unfortunately, they allowed me to maintain some level of control, which was the most I could get.
Who bought you out?
Would you like to be rebought out?
He gives you a very, very gives you the look, the business look. The Capello family.
Interesting. Where are you aware that the Capello family is in deep with the Whispers Bard College?
Keep your voice down, please.
Well,
Come to the side. He's gonna.
If you whisper, they can hear you. That's how it works.
That's really
They
funny.
control all whispers. So if you shout, they can't hear you.
He's gonna look to his husband and go, and
Stop whispering, they'll hear you.
and the other satyr looks over, puts a key and slides it down to the bar to him, who hands it to you guys. There's a back room.
Jingle, jingle, jingle.
The back rooms.
There's
Your favorite word.
It goes up to this, and it's one of those like side booths. You know what I mean? I forget what they're called. Up there.
Opposed to your main booth.
I don't remember what they're called.
Like the boxes.
Yeah, that
Oh,
Abraham died in. Sorry, something wholesome. That the heckler Muppets hang out
Yep,
in.
the good Muppets. There's a bit of privacy up there. I will bring you a drink later, maybe perhaps.
All right.
Do I remember if I'm allowed to cast magic in here, or if there is previously has been things that stop me from doing magic in here?
I don't believe so.
Okay, cool. I would like to detect some magic.
Okay. What level
I'm
is
going to
that?
check the room for bugs. I'm going to turn off all the appliances and turn off all the lights and unplug everything, and I'm going to check the electric meter.
Okay. This room is highly magical. I gotta think of a couple of specifics. You do.
I remember that the stage isn't allowed to have magic on it. You're not allowed to cast
That's
buff
what it
spells.
is.
And
That's
yeah.
what it is. There are a few individuals on the first floor who appear to have magical prowess and or magic items on their person. But there's a dull glow coming from the third floor, where you know the gentry to reside, and likely they have quite a fair amount of protection. Maybe a couple of big sticks. You won't sense anything from the stage because it's being negated. But there's not like you're not in like a pocket dimension or anything like that going on.
Okay. Do I see any little like balls floating around the ceiling or anything like that? Any orbs?
Nope.
Okay. I think we're good.
all right.
The room's magic.
I'm gonna have
But
my
I don't-
simulacrum hang out and guard the door to make sure no one sneaky tries to break in
Okay.
of the booth anyway.
Okay. You guys go up that winding staircase, and as you're heading towards the booth, the key in your hand, yes sir, kind of tugs to the wall at some point as if magnetic.
Oh, I'm gonna bring it to where it is tugging from.
As it touches, as you kind of have to move and kind of finagle it seems to find a specific spot, and seams appear, and a small doorway opens.
Okay. Let's go in.
You step in, and it appears to be a lead-cased room. There is a very plush bed off in one corner, and a chest. That's about it. What we would call a queen-sized bed.
Mm.
Are there limbs attached to the chest?
Not that you see.
All right, I wait in this room, and I have my simulacrum guard the booth as if we're in there instead.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
If I may, I feel like feel free to veto this. This is your sim. I feel like eventually he'd be in the booth watching watching the show.
Eventually, get that he's gonna be like looking for something, sweetie.
Yeah, a little bit of time passes before the door opens again, and the satyr moves into the space, closes it behind him, and goes, "I'm so fucking grateful you're here. This has all been fucked sideways."
We can tell.
And yeah, insert mirror joke here, but the
I'm
main thing is
hourly. I've never been hourly in my life.
that's his perks. It's, you got what the fuck is a microphone? Can people listen?
No, this is a room that cannot be scryed into. So unless you guys brought something of your nature, I don't have anything on me. You're welcome to search me.
Ooh.
But I think I know why you're here.
Oh yeah, we want to kill Serafina Capello.
How can I fucking help?
Tell us everything you know about her.
Where
she is, location.
Okay.
We have
we
her
can
love
get-
interest.
We can have this wrapped up in probably give or
30
take
minutes.
30 minutes, 2 days. Hands.
Once we find her, it's probably a matter of about 12 seconds.
Mm-hmm. We can prep, jump in, beat her ass, kill
Okay.
her.
Well,
We're like, ka-chow.
I like the gumption. I'd be surprised if it was that easy. But here's the
We are
lay
very
of the land as
surprising
I
people.
see it. Here's the lay of the land. The Baron is still in control. And he's enforcing some kind of magical tax on the capital. And he's getting something out of it. I don't know what he's doing with it. But this is important. His son's missing.
Okay.
As are most of his inner circle.
How
Alright,
does
so
this
that's
have
that ain't
anything to
him.
do with Serafina?
She's his singular
Son.
inner circle now.
Mm.
She is his
Okay,
right
well this
hand.
that's obviously not the Baron then, right? Like that's a
Or
that's a
he's
fake.
being,
Oh.
you know?
He's being mind controlled. Either way, this is a perfectly opportune moment for a coup. So I'm ready for that. We have the
Or a coup.
resources. A coup even.
doors.
A coup de grace, you could call it.
The Coupe de Gracie.
A nice Porsche 911. 2 doors, real low, handles great. Gotta
So
wear the driving glove.
So, Seraphine is a singular inner circle now. You were bought out entirely by the Capello family. All this money is definitely... some fun facts. Money's definitely come from Ramis. She probably is spreading the rumor that Ramis is dead because even though we expressly told her not to. So... Yeah.
We send Sia in.
If Ramis dies, she succeeds him, so it would make a certain amount of sense.
So, she gets to succeed him because... And the College of Whistler's Bards, what do we know about them right now? What do we know? Where are they? What's their status? Or don't we know shit? One of those situations.
I've never had a name to put to the organization. We've always been we've never had the College of... This is the first time I'm hearing about the College of Whispers as a name, but the faction has, as far as I can tell, infiltrated every other college of every other bardic college.
Interesting. I see.
And so this institution once was proudly owned by the College of Glamour, pretty sure, and now it belongs to Capello's family name specifically.
Okay.
One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that one of the Baron's old advisors is in the city, hidden. I think he's come in here a few times under a guise, but he gets the same drink and he gives the same tips, and it's a very specific drink.
The very specific tip. Stay
But
in
there might
school,
be an
kids.
ally to be had there.
Hmm.
I'd prefer you didn't burn down this building in a shootout.
Oh, we ain't gonna burn this building down. We're probably just gonna kill Seraphina, reveal the entire plot as a scheme, liquidate her assets, accommodate her family's wealth. We could start with the Ramis estate in general, pull off an
Distribute
assault
the
there.
wealth to the populace.
Probably distribute the wealth to the populace. We could even put up some sort of national or federal reserve of money to ensure the prosperity of the state.
I'll handle the interest rate.
So there's a lot of options. What I'm trying to say here is we have recently acquired an airship. So the entire military industrial complex is fucked. We get to win now because they can't stop us from attacking them in the air and also coming at them when they least expect it via portals and teleportation that is far more advanced than they've seen. So the question is not can we, it's how do we do it?
And how
So with
quick-
that in mind, you know, we don't, like, I love the idea of allies, all right? We might go grab him. He might have some important intel. Where do you know about this? Where's their resources coming from? Because if we have to take them down, how you take down an enemy faction that is hard to pin down is you follow their resources, all right? So, where are the resources coming from? Where's this money at? Is it the Ramis estate? Is it this
Yes,
myriad
sir, I
right
think
here?
I know.
The Myriad is one of them for certain. We bring in some good money.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I have an idea. I think I know where it's coming from. If I had to guess.
Mhm.
Sorry, I have to stay like this. Did people know that I died?
No, we kind of kept that under wraps.
We don't know. Okay. You kept it under wraps, but like, Bob's your uncle. If I died and I had no successor, the state seizes my assets.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been that either I died or we had people try to commit like fraud in my name at the bank. So they could have tried, they could be bankrolling themselves off of me because we already know that they're trying to mess with my shit in the bank.
That is true.
Feff just flinched. That's what's happening. We have to go to the bank.
It's they're financing with your money. That's fraud. We can catch them on the fraud. All right, but we don't do it yet.
Goddamn fractionary, insolvent banks everywhere.
So, Stonks has got... So it's Stonks' money, which means we have the accounts, which means we can follow that money.
This goes
Follow
all the way to the top.
What we do now is we set up, all right? We look at the accounts and we start following the money, because if they're just withdrawing in the state, we can follow where this money's going and who is it's getting distributed to. And if it's getting distributed to people, we can then follow which companies those are. I say we do a couple days of recon, watch what happens. Mm-hmm. We do an audit on the Stonks account.
I know a guy. I'm gonna pull out a sending stone. I'm gonna call my accountant Ralph.
Ralph.
Ralph, it stonks.
Holy shit! Oh,
Someone's taking our
no.
stuff out of the bank.
Oh, okay. Hi. Oh,
Calling you in
okay.
for one last job. This shit goes all the way to the top, Ralph. You
This is
hear
what we're
my
gonna tell every
serious
NPC.
voice?
It goes all the way to the top.
I'm using the serious stonks voice. This is only in the most
I've only
dire.
heard this serious Stonks voice one time in my life. And that's
when was that,
you were
Ralph?
collecting dinosaur bones.
That's what I'm saying. There were no dinosaurs. That went all the way to the top too, Ralph.
It did. It went all the
The
way to the
Earth is
top.
only 10,000 years old, Ralph. The devil put the dinosaurs there. And I've met him. He tried to steal my friend's soul, but this also goes all the way to the top.
What about the bottom? Does it go all the way to the bottom?
From the bottom to the top, the whole tree's rotted.
Oh, fuck.
It's just gonna take one stiff wind and the whole thing's falling over right into our house, Ralph. They think they can fuck with my
pants. I'll see you
You have
at
a
the
particular
bank.
set of skills, Ralph. You're the best accountant, the best CPA I've ever known. I'm gonna need you to read these invoices. Get to my office immediately. So anyways, that's Ralph. He's on his way.
Excellent.
Best
All right.
accountant in the world.
So we know now. The thing is, it's always possible that they could be using Stonks' money to finance everything. However, if they've just seized your assets, we can always reclaim them at a moment's notice, keep them in a chokehold. I don't know if they'd be that stupid.
You know who's dealt with
Seraphina
this
is off.
before for you guys? Is Hobbs.
True, that's true. He
And
has followed
Calvin.
Calvin and Hobbs, they have followed the money before. Another option here probably what's definitely happened is Seraphina's taking control of all of Rames's assets. However, she taking control of them. There's a perfect way here for us to entirely plan. Hold on, I think I just cooked. Forgive me, sir, for what I must
Someone
do.
cooked here.
How was it revealed that Rames died? Newspaper? Did Seraphina herself say
Yeah,
it?
it was Seraphina herself. She was very upset. And
How did she know? How did she fucking know that he died? Did she tell?
He's gonna make a history check. See if he can. Actually, he's gonna call in his gay lover, and they're both gonna put their horns together.
They're gonna put their gay horns together to make a gay thought.
They're kissing.
and they're kissing!
And they're both boys. I want two boyfriends, and I want the boyfriends to be boyfriends, and I want to be their girlfriend. It was a blast from the
Real.
past. I want them to take me on
Okay.
little boyfriend dates.
Brefford says, well, I recall that she was here, and she was up in the office, and she got a letter. I recall the name of the letter being from the Ramis estate.
That's crazy. Here's the thing. We told her that Ramis died because I'm the one who killed him. And I pull out his skin from my bag.
He's making a great purse. Eventually.
He did. I was very upset at the time. Point being,
Put it away.
how did she know? We went immediately to the Ramis estate and supplanted one of our own, pretending to be Ramis, except for the fact that she found out and found us there. We told her that we killed Ramis. If she's breaking the news that we killed, if she broke the news that Ramis died in a mining accident, she has forgotten one play in her playbook, which is the fact that nobody knows we killed Ramis except everybody in this room and herself.
Ooh.
Meow.
Looks like the only way that Ramis could have, died, and that she seems to benefit a lot from this, we can plant this whole goddamn thing on her and seize her assets from both of her avenues, Ramis and Stonks, all at once. The only people who can possibly know this information are if she killed him or if she was involved in the conspiracy. And then in which case, I'm willing to go down with the ship. I'll be the fall guy and bring her down with me, because I know I've got a very rich friend who can bail me out, and she does not, after all this is said and done.
We're gonna go to break real quick, gang. A little early. I apologize.
No problem.
But we'll be right back. There it is. And we're back. Oh, I nailed all but one on the Zoom call shenanigans. But do buy me a touch of time, gang, as I fix it up.
No.
Can one even touch time?
Only sensually. So you're in a banquet hall.
I legit think about it every time I hear the words banquet hall.
How often are you hearing
100%.
the words banquet hall?
I mean, to be fair, not often,
To be
but it happens. It happens once a month at least, and I'm thinking about that banquet hall.
Okay, everyone's in their correct place. So,
Whoa, what is this all about?
in the Zoom. Oh,
Check it
look at
out.
you go. Absorbing all of this information, seeing Yester get excited about this concept. The two satyrs look a little overwhelmed, but Heron starts pacing, starts thinking. I'll have Hobbs head over to the estates, Stonks. We will look into this. We've dealt with this before. If it is true that they have declared you dead.
Okay.
To the banks?
The bank.
To the banks.
The two satyrs.
By the way, thank you for this information. I want you guys to do something for me. I want you guys to act as if we were never here, we never arrived, and nothing has ever happened. All right? And if Seraphina or any of the Capellos come asking, say, "Oh, I don't quite remember." All right? And if they press you on it, if you ever want out of this, I'm going to have to ask you to be very, very careful. And you are going to have to carry this information to your potential deaths. Because otherwise, there's no way out of this without a lot of bloodshed. I am trying to solve this peacefully. This is the peaceful route.
Brefford's nodding. Castile nods slowly. Make an insight check, party.
Okay. 21.
24.
That's not true.
11.
23.
19.
Okay. Everyone but Yester. There
Wait, Yester rolled a
is-
20. What? Oh, no.
I rolled a
Jared.
12. I rolled
Yeah,
11.
Jared rolled
Everyone
a
else rolled
23.
very high. Castile, this is the first maybe painful speed bump in the scheme. Nods, and there's this quick flick of guilt. There's this quick moment where all three of you realize with relative certainty that he's already on the payroll. He's already in the pocket of Seraphina. And you can tell by the way he's eager to have you guys be gone. He was the one that mentioned off to the banks. He's the one that was not helpful at all with anything you have tried to do so far. And you don't know if he's about to blow the whistle because he loves his husband, Brefford. But this is a problem. And yes, sir, you don't lock any of this.
Mm-hmm. If somebody tells me I can solve this.
I'll lean over to Yester.
Yeah, you do it. I haven't been here enough.
He's not bought in. He's with Sia's lover.
Damn shame. Jess is gonna look at him. So how'd it feel when you sold your soul?
We've met
When you-
the devil.
I sold my soul once too. Doesn't feel good, does it?
Then I took an arrow to the knee.
Starts sweating a little. What are you implying? Castiel, I've known him for years. We grew up together. He would never
May have
betray
no-
me in this way.
Oh, he wouldn't. Tell him. Because if you don't
Castiel,
tell him, I'm going to tell him. And I'm not very good with words when I don't want to be.
I didn't know that it was as big as all of this, Bradford.
It goes all the way to the top.
And I didn't know we'd be losing as much control as we did. What are you saying? I helped her with the sale. I can't believe this. What does she have over you? I don't remember. I don't think it's blackmail, but there's a gap in my memory. Which confirms your suspicions, Yester, that likely Crooked Feather is very much still at play.
Excellent.
They
Thank
both
you
look
for
at you.
revealing. Thank you for revealing that by yourself. So now we can confirm the Crooked Feather is probably behind this as well. Move into this, the fourth best crime lord that has ever run the city. Another financier. Another person whose money we're going to have to cut off.
He's
Sorry,
backing
Cass-
away a bit from the party and kind of moving
Oh,
towards the
don't be
door.
so scared. We're not going to kill you.
They both raise an eyebrow.
I need you, however, you're going to have to do some stuff for us. If that's all right with you. Actually, you
I
don't
need
get
one
to
of
say
your
if it's all right with
shirts.
you. One of your shirts? Hello?
I need, yep.
Goes over to the chest.
Mhm.
Brefford does.
Mhm.
You can hear him maybe sobbing a little, trying to hide it. Which clearly breaks Castiel's heart. And he's gonna start tearing up a bit. Brefford hands you a shirt, Stonks.
Put it in my rib cage.
Your bird is confused and begins
He
sifting
needs a
around in
nest.
it. Starts moving it around.
See ya, don't let me forget I have this. If we ever need to find that one, or go to them, or look at them, we can.
Then yeah, I'll help you. What do you need me to do?
Scry, locate, and teleport. Checked off. We have something that belongs to them.
Good. Next thing I need you guys to do, Castiel, very, 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 very specifically. I'm gonna need you to make a promise to me.
That
And I
you'll
want you to
give
make
me
it
your
in
shirt?
front. I want you to make it in front of your husband. Because I want him to watch. So that when you make a mistake, he knows that you did it willingly and intentionally to hurt him. So that you don't do that. Damn. So, question. Are you going to rat us out to Serafina Capello?
No.
Are you saying this because it's going to get you out of this very sticky situation? Or are you saying that because you know that if you do, you are going to hurt your husband worse than you've ever hurt anyone in your life? Look at him when you say you are not going to rat us out.
I'm not gonna rat us out.
Mm-hmm.
I have an
2.
alternative. Hmm?
You're not going to rat us out too?
To Serafina. Or any of the College of Whispers.
Excellent. So, if you do rat us out, congratulations. You have, I expect the divorce will be swift. I wouldn't, if it's still here. I want you now to tell us everything you know about the College of Whispers. I want you to tell us if there's any passwords we need. I want you to tell us if there's anything that she has said, even in passing, that you've heard. And I want you to tell when she approached you with this deal.
Castile seems very overwhelmed, and the history check does not go well. The office has had some strange renovations and expensive ones. That's, I think, all I can do for you.
Mm-hmm. All
I
right.
pull Yester for an aside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to willingly betray us, but he could just be compelled still. I could poke around in his noodle to produce an ice pick. And I could just take today's memories to whoop.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just not there.
That's a good idea. We'll do that last. All right. So the office, this main office has had renovations. Is that what you're saying? In this building? All right. Excellent.
I didn't know it was so big.
Of
It's all
course.
the way to the top.
I didn't
well-
know about any of this.
That's great news then. You can go and check out the office then for us.
Brefford goes, "No, I'll do it.
All right. Well, one of you's got to anyway.
Might be trapped." He's gonna come to the side of Castile's head before walking out. You are now alone with Castile. Also, Heron is with you guys.
Wait, before he walks out,
Okay, Brefford, the one who didn't. Okay, yeah. Brefford goes to walk out.
Yeah, the one that's about to go walk into the room. I'm gonna try and quickly, without their permission, just like slap them and cast Death Ward.
Okay, you hit him with Death Ward.
Next time he would be dropped to 0 hit points. He doesn't when he stays alive at 1.
Kind of looks at you. Before walking out, the shoulder clap of encouragement. Kind of
You got
awkwardly
this.
claps you back on the shoulder and walks out.
I rattle.
Heron, a private eye by nature, relatively curious and or suspicious of all things. He's gonna start going through the chest, looking under the bed, just kind of taking a look around the room. You guys have a moment with Castile.
Can I guide Heron? Be like, you got this, buddy.
Comes out with a few ledgers. Actually, this isn't their bedroom, so there wouldn't be much of import here, aside from maybe a health potion, and let's be honest, a potion of vigor.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you gonna probe his mind, or are you gonna let him go?
Yeah. Do we want to yoink the memories?
We'll yoink them as we leave.
It takes
then
like an
you-
hour.
Mhm. Well, does it really? That's crazy. All right, well, Dick, we'll start now then.
Yeah, modify memory. Let me triple check. Huh?
Yeah, modify memory.
Never
Yeah, it's
mind.
one action. You can just mid-fight. Huzzah!
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna
painting a
use a
word
6th level
picture.
spell slot.
Okay, it's
that it is
6th level
effectively
in
a
here. New information.
What the fuck?
The lead interferes with it. There's a room that can't be scryed in.
I'm gonna start eating the walls.
Okay.
Give me the paint.
Okay, so you delve into his mind. He recoils from the sudden touch, Heron kind of like quickly bolts up, and you see he like draws a like a pistol real fast and then puts it back. You delve into this mind. You see, you get the surface thoughts. You to delve deeper. Oh no, this is modify memory. What are you modifying? What does this look like? What do you?
I am deleting the conversation we had up to I'm gonna go to the room.
Okay.
Because I don't want him to like get in front of someone else and then them be like, tell me your secrets, dominate person.
You delete those memories and it comes back to, and it picks up with the face touch, and suddenly he just. Is there a saving throw needed?
A wisdom save of 19.
18. 17 plus 1. Yeah, he goes. Drinks?
That sounds lovely. Thank you.
Get out of my chest. Put all that back. And he's just gonna step out. Heron
All
looks a little disturbed. He's a little freaked out that and vocalizes it and goes, there's something ironic or maybe sad about using the tools of the enemy.
I mean,
Yeah.
it protects him and his husband. So I don't think Yester would be like, oh, you were compelled? That's fine. Yester's
No.
a little hot. And sexy.
Meow.
The hip comes out.
It was like the glean off of one of the high heels.
Okay. A little bit of time passes. Bradford comes
Seasons
back.
come and go.
Bradford comes back. I found a chute, like a bolt hole, and a safe that I don't have any means of getting into.
Did you explode?
I did not.
Hmm?
So I can't be that important, but I'd like to get into that safe regardless. Where is Castile?
Going to get us drinks.
Heron gives you all a squint.
Mhm.
In a don't like that you're not telling him kind of face, but also doesn't say anything, you know? Shall I show you, or is there...
Yeah, let's take us to that safe. Let's give it a look-see.
Okay, you guys move up into the space. You find the safe, the false wall in the safe opened, and a chute next to it that a medium-sized person could easily step into and slide down. Very mundane. You don't see any magic here with your magic eyes. And that's almost off-putting. But you approach the safe. One of those old Western, I say Western, but like you would see with the kind of clock that, or the knob that turns to get the various codage.
Anybody have knock?
Of course. Let me upcast knock to level 3.
You upcast knock to level 3, goes down to level 2.
Yep.
We pick up a debuff at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, we're getting magic sucked.
There is
Okay.
a tax upon the land.
A theft.
It does not work.
Son of a bitch.
Wait, so it's a second level spell. You upcast to 3 to cast normal at 2?
Yeah.
Then it does
Yes.
work. My apologies. The door opens. And a head, a zombified head, looks back at the party. It is very decayed. Make a history check.
Fuck.
That one. 4.
You are not rolling good tonight, my friend.
It's not combat.
19.
I rolled a 4, got a 15.
15. I missed Luna and Jared's.
19.
16.
Son of a bitch.
It dawns on the party that
Good evening.
Jeremy's story is not over.
Is this Jeremy?
This is Jeremy.
This is
How?
the guy with the thumbnail of him getting beat up with like 11 stonkses, right?
This is no, I don't think so. Maybe memes are hard to remember. This is the individual that was related to Antioch when that the flayed man brought to you as a corpse, and you guys reanimated him and told him to go bury himself in the desert.
One
That
that
sounds like something we do.
was messing Yester up.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then he like had some shit to say to you, and then we like.
He was a
I think
pompous
this is
noble.
eyeballs guy. Yeah, this is eyelids man. Yeah.
The head
What
kind
the
of face plants.
Wow,
Bradford
what-
goes, I'll be outside.
Hello.
It's like trying to worm its way to you. Yes, sir.
Is that not just a
I'm gonna
zombie
pick.
head?
I'm gonna
What-
pick it up and look at it.
Now you're in on it. It's Jeremy.
Oh shit!
What's the
Guys, look,
point
it's
of
Jeremy.
this?
Heron
Yeah.
says,
Did they-
blackmail potential. Surely.
Sure.
I don't know who it is, but
Who? Us? Maybe. We bury him.
some dead guy. Maybe.
I'm getting older.
Can you eventually reincarnate someone if you kill them and they go back to just a corpse, even if they've become an undead? Can you do that?
I don't
He's
think
not.
so.
Sorry, he talks like this. He talks up here. Not that was Bradford. Heron asks if it's for potential revivification down the road. Maybe they stashed him.
I mean, we just kill. We just. I can still have the ice pick.
You know who this is?
Yeah, this is
Jeremy,
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Jeremy.
Comments.
Remember, he was at the Myriad. Was really bad at the fiddle. Not nearly as good as I.
He was an
Try to mess-
asshole.
Tried to mess up my performance.
I don't know if I was
Didn't
there
he-
for that.
Oh.
Guy at the Mirror coffee shop.
Hey, he did die at the Mirror Coffee Shop, so I have no idea why they're doing this.
He was murdered.
He was murdered by the flayed man.
And then we told him to bury himself.
Yeah.
Did
I
a
don't
shit job.
remember why we did that. Why did we do that?
The evidence. I don't know. We do a lot of things that don't make sense.
Oh, because I just thought he was a werewolf and thought he killed him.
Well,
He is a werewolf.
the party was afraid of being pinned with the murder of Jeremy, so you reanimated him and sent him out to go bury himself in the desert.
I stand by. He did a bad job.
Yeah, not
Someone
particularly
got to
great.
him.
What do you mean no one got to him? He's
Someone
here.
got to him.
It's, hence the bad burial.
Well, the question is, what do we do with it?
Eat him?
uh,
Gain his
I would
power?
not advise that.
It's a zombie. Destroy it.
Kill him? Bring him
Alright.
back again?
Must admit, I'm a little concerned why they'd keep it. I mean, I don't know that there's any way for us to find out from the corpse.
It's not technically a crime.
We kill him. We speak with dead. We ask him about his zombie life.
That's a good idea. Yester's going to take the butt. Gonna take his gun and just crack.
The butt of your gun like sinks in, and you have to like, it's like got viscera on it. Like,
Now, who knows how to speak with dead?
You know, I really thought you had that one in the bag.
Nope. Not
I
enough
agree.
cleric levels.
I know of a cleric we could go to.
I know of a cleric. Looks at Sia.
I can't do that one, unfortunately.
We could take a nap and you could change what you could do for the day.
Sorry, important business to attend to. I went to my fugue state. What's up?
No
we
one can
don't-
talk to him.
We don't have the spell for that.
We made a
double
plan
check.
very quickly and very poorly.
He's back, baby.
All right.
It's our voice talks.
Who's got a missing apparatus?
Stop! We go to stop!
We go to stop. Great. All right, stash it.
Stop.
I put it in our bag. I put the head in the bag.
I
and hold it in the
blow
bag.
the whistle that summons my son. Like a griffin.
It's safe to say you would have means of communication, whether it be a sending stone,
Hey,
maybe.
hey.
Or...
Dr. Gay? Chat? Thanks. Completely forgot my other character existed.
That's our new mod. Yay! Hi, Allie.
I
Hilarious.
blow the whistle. A naked cleric somewhere hears a high-pitched tone only he can hear.
This is amazing.
Kill him. You naughty wackus bonkus.
Huh?
Bite it. Bite it, Offbeat. Chomp chomp.
Oh, yeah.
He almost lost an eye. She has talons. So, okay, yeah, panning over to Staw. Staw, you are catching up on some much needed sleep. It's daytime because you dance at night. If you had it your way, if you weren't with a party. The party, however, contacts you, and you hear a high shrill whistle. There we go. And
Don't you? There it is.
You are
Here,
brought
Staw.
to consciousness.
I am awake.
This is why we kept the art up.
I echolocate. I go to my papa, my peepums.
You
I
set
follow the
off in
quest
search
marker.
of him, I guess. You would know roughly their plans.
I cast Star casts Ascending, and I go. Dad, where the fuck are you? Is it? I still have a couple more words. I get 25. Think we're around. Oh, I lost Clut. And Stonks will reply, I will continue to RP with myself. Stop! We're at the bid. How many words does this spell get again? I think it's 20. This is weird cleric magic. But anyways, I'll see you soon. Love you.
Saw. Roll a D100.
God damn it. There it is. There it is. That's a 80 even.
80 even. Okay, you as you traverse
I
towards
will
the
cast
myriad.
Earthquake.
Okay.
That was just a promise.
It's in the pocket.
At the earliest
You step out
inconvenience.
into the midday air, hat affixed, and you go, it's a good day to have earthquake readied as you mosey through the city. A thing of note happens on the way there. There's a bit of a kerfuffle, a ruckus, going on by one of the gates to the north. And as you are heading on that way, do you want to take a little peek, or you want to keep heading on towards? Do you want to mind your own business and head on towards the
Head
party?
down, no eye contact, big hat in privacy mode.
Okay. Then that slowly dissipates behind you as you as you make your way to the Myriad. You are known to this institution. Do you want to schmooze your way in or pay your way in?
How much money?
10 gold.
Oh, I'll pay.
Okay. Soon you find a very confused satyr who kind of has a bottle of nice wine in hand behind the bar, and just kind of this, shrugs. Something seemed off for a second there, and he doesn't really and he just kind of shrugs it off, looks up, and greets you. Oh, hello and welcome. You're a new face.
Yes. I'm looking for my bone dad.
Just gonna
He
make
is a
an
monocle.
insight check.
And a bowler cap. Yeah, he wears off-white. Not white, he wears like eggshell.
You can find him up the stairs that way.
Thank you.
And soon Saw is brought to the party.
I've been brought back from the dark place, friends. I see that my father is T-posing in the corner.
Yeah. I don't know why he does this whenever you show up nowadays. But
This is actually the first time we've been in the same room.
I don't know then. Yeah, could you please speak to the Salvi head with the
Oh,
jaw?
I don't have that prepared today.
I'm gonna kill
my
you.
I'm just kidding. Let me talk to him.
Sorry.
Insanity.
Okay.
Put both my hands on his cheeks. How are you? I have not cast the spell yet. I see. I'd be the same way. All right, his eyes roll in the back of his head, and he's like, "Ah!"
And his
Can't speak
eyes
with dead.
roll down.
Staw is not saying anything because he didn't get briefed on questions first. So he is pointedly silent while I wait to be told what to ask.
Oh, Saw, ask him who uncovered him after he buried himself.
Who uncovered you after you buried yourself?
A pale man by the name.
I hate this one. Why does it sound like that?
Not great.
I'm sorry. A pale man by the name of Ruthus.
I pray that in the next life you have a better vibe and voice.
Okay, hey, real quick.
What?
Make an insight check on the corpse.
God
Stop.
damn it.
As hit.
Insight.
Like everybody can
Fucking
even
look
lie?
my balls, boys. This is a D20 rolling a 20 plus 4, 24.
Jeremy locks eyes with you when you say that in this like strained, almost painful way.
Oh, he's constant. He's stuck. Or am I getting more information?
Nope.
Nope, he just I'll put that on my credit card.
20 insight check.
Okay.
Well, I got a 24.
Yeah. You joke about his next life, and the eye contact, the slight
genuine. I
horror
hope
in
he's
his
better.
eyes. What's that?
I joke, yes, but also like I do hope he's not. This
But then
is awful.
you realize in this moment, you understand how the donut works, the astral current. Homie is in his next life right now.
Oh. We need to hurry this up. That's kind of fucked up. Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got so many questions. Why are we even doing any of this then?
I don't know. Seems like we kind of turned up a dud, but you know, do your research, I guess, on the next life.
Oh, but like, anyways, wait, hold on. Okay, I'm pausing. A pale man named Rufus de Sol. Picked him up. That's who uncovered him.
Yeah, stop. I would say that is that's a really wild revelation that is not that you recognize is not immediately pertinent, and a thing you could follow up on at a later time with a different corpse.
Friends and companions, I am speaking in a declaration. I would like you to tell me the next question.
Who put you in the safe?
Who put you in the safe? Severed head.
An enshadowed individual delivered me to this room where the woman instructed me to be placed within.
Your voice does not get any easier the second time.
Did you hear anything about why you were placed in the safe?
Did you hear anything, or do you have any ideas as to why you were placed in this safe?
Blackmail against the individuals. He doesn't have a group. There's no, yeah, you guys. Fucking y'all. Blackmail against Yester Hawthorne, Sia Stormflare, Jean Brigg. There was an Australian. Which doesn't exist. I don't remember Dodger's last name, but Dodger. Off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
Dodger Kingsley.
Kingsley and Stonks.
And companions, I also feel like that's about everything. If I were to channel my father, because I can't switch voices that easy, I would think he'd say, that sounds like everything we came here to get.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, he was related to Antioch, right? If I recall.
Descendant.
Might want to ask him if he has any last words.
Anything you'd like to say to Antioch, your relative?
Yo, cousin. Is there anything you would like to say to Antioch, your relative?
You're a codpiece and a cockswindle and a bitch.
We have one more.
Oh, sorry.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. I say we incinerate him.
How will you blackmail? Just in case he knows. I don't know. You might not.
How were you to serve as blackmail?
Something to do with my death, I'm sure.
All right, have fun in the next.
Okay.
Happy to help.
Saw gives the
Well,
finger
alright.
guns.
I will now be returning to the dark place.
Do you want to maybe dispose of the head on your way out? You know?
Hold on.
Conveniently
let
off
me-
screen, find a place to get rid of it.
Yep. Let's do this here while we're here. Yep. Let's get rid of that. Let's have a gander. Is he just a corpse or an
He is a
undead?
zombie.
Okay.
Oh, now he's a corpse. I apologize.
God damn it.
We could animate him again.
We could animate him. I could animate him one more time.
Roll
then
yourself
I-
on out.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna burn a 4th level spell slot, and I'm gonna cast Animate Dead
Okay.
on him to make him a zombie. Welcome back. God, this is gnarly fucked up. And then I'm gonna channel divinity. Spin my hat real good, like, and I'm gonna destroy undead.
Burns asunder. Does the anime bright light pieces fall on you?
Guys like Frieza.
Yeah. Spoilers. No, I'm just kidding.
But
I
does he
also
die though?
just now realized how badly I want Stas. You guys have seen the Nosferatu crazy style audio. You know what I'm talking about? The you must
Crazy,
I want
yes.
Star to be like, you must bounce on it. Crazy style. I have free will. That's just a thing I can do.
Okay.
All right, to the dark place I go.
Staw exits stage left.
To the void of non-existence.
Stonks, you're pretty sure Staw was here for a second?
Yeah, see, no idea. I was catatonic.
This whole time, Aaron's
And
been
as I
like,
close that D&D Beyond tab, he's dead.
Until we need to cast Speak with That again.
okay. To the bank.
Le banque.
Yes. To the bank.
Vamos a la banque.
Brefford looks at his old office one last time before closing everything up and hiding everything and locking the door and turn the lights off, if you will.
Yeah.
And the party steps out into the open, moving down through the. You are now back in the concert hall itself. Sia, you detect a note of sulfur. As if someone's trying to get your attention. But would never be so bold as to pull a Jeremy.
Tired of all the cryptic shit.
That's fair. That's fair. It's an impasse. You can totally move on through.
Thea is gonna kind of pull Yester aside.
Mm-hmm.
Stonks is gonna pull Jean aside.
I think your devilish friend is here.
Ah. He is. Well. Why don't we say hello?
What is it? Where?
Oh, it's the
I
it's the
think-
devil.
No,
The devil's
that's a whole.
No,
That's a different.
this
That's a
is the
different
other
huddle.
one. There's two asides happening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stocks
yeah.
immediately pulled Gene aside.
Oh,
so-
I'm sorry. I missed that.
I think that Sia is blossoming into an angel. This exact moment.
I don't know if it's. I mean, we've seen it almost happen a few times. I don't think this is happening like right now.
But I mean, you smell that? It smells like flowers.
That's not what flowers. No,
There's no nose on.
I don't have
on
a
song.
nose.
your
It's been
imaginary
many
nose
moons.
ain't working so good no more.
Yeah. Pokes the nose hole. Hasn't worked in years. How are you, Gene?
I don't know. I'll be honest. It's I feel like we got a lot of work to do in the city, and it's gonna get very dangerous.
It was very jarring jumping back in, after some time away. We have this in common.
Sure. What?
This is called bonding, Gene. We're a team. Pat.
All right. I mean, we've been a team for a while.
Yeah,
we
we've
did
never
go on
had
break.
like. what do you like, Gene? You got any hobbies? We spent all this time together. I feel like I hardly know you.
Let me save Jared by putting us back over to the other huddle. Unless you got something, Jared. Unless you're fine. Unless you're rolling.
Don't save him from this.
No one has ever really asked me, but I actually kind of like collecting coins.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got like my little hovel apartment that exists somewhere because I probably have a house somewhere. I gotta have a place. Yeah, I got like 3 dozen old.
When we're done
Yeah,
overthrowing the government, I'll have to come check it out. It sounds neat.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's actually in town.
But not right now. It's not that neat.
Yeah, now's not the time.
Good talk. Good talk.
Okay.
We're closer for this, you and I.
You know, I saw a empty corner of your museum there.
Could
Make
use
for a
some
nice
corn.
little corn display.
Hmm.
You know.
This, you took this from us, Feff. We could have
You're
had
awful.
years. I could have known Gene intimately.
Make a note. Collects coins.
Hell yeah.
Wait, hold on, pause. Coins? Like money?
Yeah, like money.
Not ears of corn. Hmm.
No, not collect corn.
I heard
no.
corn. Stonks thinks you collect corn.
See ya.
That one rides a little different.
I thought, like some people have like those ears of corn with like different colored kernels on them in their house.
Okay.
That's what I was. That's where I went. I was like, all right, but just like rustic of the earth, Gene. I'm
Corn-related
here for
decor.
this.
This is amazing.
Stonks
Audric's doing
supports
a
you
spit
either way.
take.
So, anyways, back to the actual story.
See you in Yester.
Mm-hmm.
Sia, you, I think, were about to respond about how you were feeling about the situation.
I don't really know if I want to talk to him, but I'm tired of not understanding and getting half stories, and
He's a big bluffer. It makes you feel better. So we can go and rough him up, probably.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm down for it. Let's go.
All right, well, you want me to take point, or you want to lead this conversation? And I'll just be like moral support. Though in a couple years.
What?
I'll let you take point since you know him better. But
Is it okay if I refer to you as my esteemed client?
you know what? Sure.
Excellent. Yes, sir is going to straighten out his tailcoat, walk up. Hello, devil.
You head up to the third story, and you see that there are many people strewn about in various garb of the aristocracy or the gentry, very wealthy people. A well-to-do tiefling, supposedly, sits alone, and as you stride with confidence, recognizing the form he's taken before, you say that, and you're saying it to the back of his head. And he turns, regards you, leans over and sees Sia behind you, looks back up to you. I came prepared, as he gestures to the other two seats at the table. And to be honest, there's many seats at this table, but gestures to the seats and pulls out the good old lawyer in a can. And he opens it up.
Oh, lacking confidence in your old age, I see. What do you want with my client? I'll speak to your lawyer if I must. I haven't, if that's all right with you. So I'll get to talking with the little man in the can, and then we can settle our beef at a later date, because you contacted my esteemed client over there, Saika Stormflame.
Looks to Saika in a, we're doing this? Is this how you want this to go down? Gives you a questioning level gaze.
Yeah.
Right down to the brass, then. I have a vested interest against God, as you might expect. Returning
Fair
to
enough.
the realm of man and women and sanity. I like him tucked away. He's been gone for some time. My solution, he says, looking over to Sia. You will not like, but it would work. And, unfortunately, it would require me. It would require you to trust me. Now, he says to, this is where he regards you, Yester. I realize, of course, that is literally impossible. So, I will then propose to you a means to ensure our cooperation. Yes? Sia will have to get angry, break a few things, manifest, go as far as she is able to go, and then she must be slain. I would then take her soul, and I would shear it of any celestial impurities, and then Because I must. I will return that soul to you as you were, as if you had never, ever taken up the word cleric. This is beneficial for me. And I have, well, we have the documents. Yes, my lord! Oh, 1 minute! Please, I am but a small imp! And out comes this big scroll, Mary Poppins style, from the can. And he starts unwinding it. Silence. Apologies, his voice deters me.
Probably love me.
So your plan is we make her manifest as a godly entity. She then dies. You get her soul. You then strip it of godly entities and then return it?
I had such a beautifully eloquent way to put this, Sia. I had worked on it for more than I care to mention, but if we're just going to talk about the brass,
Yes,
then yes,
we are.
that is the long and short of it.
Beautiful. Notes. What do you gain by stripping her soul of its godly parts? How do you do that? And why, other than I have a vested interest in not having God here, would you do that?
That was someone's soul.
Mm-hmm.
You think you understand me, but if you think I need any other reason to other than to have the satisfaction of knowing that capital G God walked the earth alongside me, then you do not understand my nature. It is born in hatred. And you can see bits of his flesh begin to, almost like holding paper over a cloth, begin to burn in spots as he gets himself back under control a bit and goes, that aside.
Mm-hmm.
He looks around and you see this resignation in his eyes. It goes, did you know hell is empty?
Is it?
Has been for some time.
Oh, that's very unfortunate for you. Business going slow.
Business ended when it became clear that God had lost his mind and was prowling around in this pain. They all left. They all left.
And killing God returns the sinner's souls to hell, and then that makes you happy because you're
the
employed
souls
again.
are still there, but we can't do anything with them. We have not
So you get your
the means.
point being, you get your employment back and your job title back, and that's what you really want. So that's why you want to do this.
It would be
And killing
quite
God
the
accomplishes
task.
that.
I don't
Does
know
killing
if
God
you can kill
accomplish-
him. But this,
Well-
this is what points at Sia. This is what your flayed man wants. This great dead celestial that is the Rusts. This God is so crazy. His plan was to wear your skeleton friend and eat the Stormfather. Your flayed man is only bound by the rules and restrictions it comes up with on its own. It is the greatest con, and I am the greatest con man.
You seem very invested in this. Dare I say, I sense that we have the upper hand in the leverage of negotiations. Beautiful.
If I could have dealt with this myself and not had to deal with you and your boots, I wouldn't be here.
I don't know, getting beat once is a real shame, and then... So, here's how this is going to go down. Whatever you wrote up, I want you to throw it in the trash. I am going to approach you with something, and then we're going to talk. We're going to make a deal.
He looks at the imp, and he looks at the lawyer in a can, the little demon imp, who just and starts rolling back up the parchment.
Because I don't care what you wrote. I don't trust it. But you knew that. I'm going to write something. We are then going to give it to you. You can then add revisions. We are then going to talk about those revisions and what they mean. And we're going to have a beautiful working relationship with each other. And if I ever, for a moment, sense that you are trying to screw over Sia, screw over me, or screw over this entire existence, we bounce. And if you don't think I'm willing to let this world explode just to fuck with you, I hope you know I am. Because here's the thing, when I die, I'll move on to the next pain, the next donut. You don't. You stay here with your empty head.
I don't know how you figured that the fuck out, Offbeat. I didn't tell you that.
I'm locked in! I'm scheming!
He is D&D maxing.
So, that's why I get to hold all these chips, and you get to take whatever I give you, or we walk. Am I understood, devil?
Roll intimidation.
Yippee!
I mean, we're all posted up behind him, so like.
Are we helping?
Let's get
27.
a group intimidation check.
Yeah.
Let's get a group intimidation check.
Mm.
This episode is called Sins of the State.
That's a 16 from I.
The 12 from Stongs.
26 from Thea.
Yo!
With that +9 intimidation.
You get blasted.
Just arms crossed.
Feff, you've seen Luna. You've seen Luna's angry face before. We've all only ever seen it once. It's horrifying.
It's terrifying.
That's what Sia's doing.
Timbers are shivered. The look of resignation, it goes to this almost like surprise, and then he starts nodding hungrily and says, "Yes, this will do. I will have our imp read it. You know, it's not just this pain that God will do with what he will. I'm the only one trapped here."
I know it's not going to be just this one place.
He's
But
gonna
once
eat the
again-
whole donut.
Once again, that's a big thing for somebody of my small mind to comprehend. I won't ever experience that, is my point. It's so beyond me that I don't care. So you gotta negotiate on terms that matter to us. More importantly, I get to dictate what does matter to us. So, as a show of good faith, you're gonna help us for the first thing. How's that sound? Bet that sounds lovely to you, because it has to. If you want us to ever get to step 2 of this negotiation, you are gonna do the following. I want you to get every little nutcrack of information you can about Serafina Capello. And I want you to send it to me with your little away in a can. Consider it the first of many deals that allows us to work together. And if I smell a slip up, if I smell a misdirect, if I smell a scheme, guess what? Up in smoke. And I won't even give a shit.
You would... I can't believe I'm saying this, but out of curiosity, you would destroy everything flippantly.
Me?
Am I to
I'm not
believe
doing
that?
I'm not doing anything, actually. In fact, me doing nothing is precisely what could happen here. Once again, I'm not the one destroying everything. God is. You care about that. If God destroys anything, well, fuck me. I'm not God. Most importantly, I die. It's too big. If I don't... What's the threat there? I die forever? Oh, well, that's happening soon anyway.
Roll persuasion.
I hope you're ready for like a 37.
Yep. Hey, welcome
33.
in, welcome in. 33. He nods, and I thought this might be what you would say. And he nods to the imp and the lawyer in a can.
Shit ass motherfucker. This is everything we've collected on your lady friend.
How big is this piece of paper or this scroll?
It is house history and a very extensive breakdown of the entire family and the colleges and everything. It's a lot to read through, but it's everything you could possibly need to sift through. And he puts a hand on the book before it gets fully slid, and the imp like flinches. Mm-hmm. And Satan says, "There's one other thing I want. And this agreement helps me achieve that. For just a moment, I will have access to the Stormfather's heaven. There are many theories as to what that looks like. And there's someone in there I would love to have back. No scheme. They just don't deserve to be there. Make an insight check. Everybody.
14.
18.
That was so close to being the third crit of the night. That was upsetting. 16.
17.
He really wants this some person back. You don't know if it's love. You don't know what they want him back for. But they mean it when they say that there's someone in the Stormfather's heaven that he is hoping he can pluck.
Look, damning somebody to hell sounds hilarious. I would like information on who they are, though, but we don't need to get into that.
Hell's not so bad.
It actually is.
At least you get to keep your mind, your sense of self, these heavens, and the astral current. There's no more you. You become power. You're the magic pool of a god if you've served them so well.
And how great is that? You want to be stuck here forever? Look, I was fucked you up. You gotta negotiate with me.
But I'm still able to do so, aren't I?
Yes, you are. And you're gonna deal with me's forever. Because a
gotta stand
bastard is eternal, buddy. Not just me. You have a good day. I love this little agreement we've come to. I hope we get to do more dealings in the future. We'll contact you when we need you.
He folds the can up and tosses it to you, and tips his hat as he adorns it to see you. Last moment looking at Stonks, Jean, and he walks out.
Ah!
Yeah, I hate
Round
him.
3 with the devil went great. Another point for me.
That makes it 2-1, isn't it?
Yep, 2-1 for
2-1. You win the best of 3.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of time left in the episode. Is there anything we want to cover?
Is this something you even have any interest in doing, Sia? Like, we kind of skipped right over that. Are you looking to get your soul vacuumed or what? I certainly do not like the sound of it, but it's not mine.
Yeah, he's getting something out of this that I don't like, which is exactly why I threw out his original agreement.
I feel like there have to be better mechanics somehow.
I have too many questions to have a definitive answer whether or not I want to go through with that. I don't.
I mean, yeah, we did basically do this before. Kinda.
When?
To old what's-her-face that we killed and
Oh yeah, of the mind fire.
mended her bones.
Kika?
And put her back together.
Oh, God.
Brutally murdered her so that you could set her bones back in place and then revive
Well,
her.
it was quick. It wasn't brutal.
I
Not that
remember it
part.
taking a long time.
True.
But hey, she can walk again, you know?
It's not an undead. It's her biggest hatred.
I wanted to hear what he had to say, because I'm done with all this cryptid bullshit. And I also saw what the aftermath of what he did to Yester, and I honestly wanted to give him a chance to get one of him.
I appreciate that.
All right.
At the end of the day, power's in our hands. We can negotiate a new deal. If we find a new solution, we don't need to work with him at all.
I mean, in the meantime, we should explore all the rest of our options. I have access to the whole library at the wizard school by proxy. There's got to be some information in there that we could either verify the method or find something else.
It's a good plan.
Yeah.
Well, while we mull it over, let's go to the bank and seize an accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Google it first before we pull.
We
on the
have been
trigger.
trying to get to the bank all day.
Yeah.
How many hours does it take to walk to the bank?
Well, you know how it is when you stack up all the errands on one day. You
You
know?
run into a
You set
person
out
you
for the
know.
bank.
Traffic is bad.
Find
you
a
know?
zombie head in a safe.
Yeah.
Little things. Well,
Also, what's the alternative for Sia? Like, you become an angel? You...
We don't know.
you
You could hatch?
don't know for sure, I guess. Yeah, it is ascendancy.
I don't know. I don't know what happens to me. To me, if I keep going this path I'm on, and I don't know what happens to me. If I take some semblance of that deal.
What if you stop? What if you just go, man, I'm going home. I'm gonna make candy.
I don't know if any of this stops.
Heron pipes up. Well, there could be a way that there could be a path there. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing. There could be a way that you go home and you try your best to live a life that doesn't go over a certain, heart rate. And hope you live a life that doesn't have anything too emotionally jarring. But
I mean, how mad can you get at Taffy? Stretchy.
There's also just the fact that us solving this, right? Stopping you from becoming a god. I said this and I meant it. It can't just be too big for us. You live your life. You do what you want. Some fucked up evil god kills you. Fuck were you supposed to do? It's unfair.
Get you some like Zoloft.
It's unfair, yeah.
It's two different
it's your
entities.
choice.
I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of context that I don't know as to why ascension would be a bad thing. I think the average person in a bar talking about it, though, would be pretty keen to have a shot at godhood. So there must be, again, more to it that has caused it to be bad. What were you saying, Yester?
I'm just saying that we know it gets triggered when you get extra heated, right? Like Stonk said, you live a peaceful life, which is going to be easy to do once all this is over. Considering since we'll be in control of the money, on the government and everything. We can just set you. We can just set you up somewhere, and you can live a life. Take bounty hunting jobs when you want to.
You're a half elf, so that's gonna be what, another 60 years, 70 years.
And then you die.
It's something to certainly.
That's the most I could ask for, honestly.
Life sucks, then you die. Or you get unlucky and you see a donut.
But
We gotta Google it first. We gotta.
Yeah.
it's not a definitive that. It's not a definitive that if you ascend, the flayed man eats you. Is there a world where we still just stop the flayed man?
You could ascend and you could have like a god duel, and then you could kill God, and then you could become supreme god, and you would get all the Arizona tea.
Much to think about.
Yeah, but which one though? That's important.
I think
That
we don't
would-
need to solve this right now, personally. We
I
have
think we
time.
need to go to the bank.
Let's go to the bank.
All right, that is where we're gonna call it there for
Son of
now.
a bitch.
Yeah, there's no banking today.
Well, I mean, I'm down to go over. I just don't know y'all's times.
No, I gotta go.
Yeah, no worries.
I gotta go to the bank
Before it
real life.
closes.
in Minecraft.
I'm SirFeffers, the humble dungeon master of the Longshot table. This has been the final arc of Windfall. I'm very excited. I've had a lot schemed in play, and we're getting to it, and it's scary because it's the end, and it's the ending arc, and I don't know how the chips are gonna fall. And I'm excited to watch it though.
When the chips are down?
Yeah. Do follow us on YouTube if you want to get caught up. This is a 3-year campaign. We have 2 other campaigns, soon to be 3 other campaigns, weekly streamed here, as well as some summer series. Head over to the Discord. Did anyone win bingo? We got bingo on the Discord. It's dope. I think that's it for me. Let me throw it over to DatDirtyTaco.
I'm Taco. I played 2 characters tonight. I never want to do that again. I forgot one existed. I want to go to the fucking bank. Offbeat.
Well, my name is Yester the Bastard Hawthorne and Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me everywhere on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch under the exact same name, that being Offbeat Outlaw. Yester is very proud of himself because he has cooked, and he has out in the same day he has with Stonks' help uncovered a fraudulent money laundering scheme. The ability to frame Serafina Capello for murder, and outwitted the devil. So this is a good day. Pass to Gene.
Yo, I'm Gene, and I showed up late today. Yeah, I thought we were gonna have to shoot the devil there for a second, but
Oh, yeah?
Pretty good. Go back.
so far don't have to. Speaking of which, Luna, what you got?
Hi, LunaWolfSpirit. Thea has a lot to think about. Even more than already is in her noggin.
Don't get mad.
Go ahead.
Try.
We're all out here doing our best.
Wait. What's the percent chance that Stonks does something just like a little bit more stupid than normal and you like hatch?
Yes. It
I
would have
won't do
to
it
depend-
intentionally. You have
Lich
Taco's
God,
word.
Lich God, Lich God.
But I do sometimes partake in stupid things.
Much to consider.
Yes, it depends.
All right,
like
everybody, pile into
80%.
this raid. It's the end of our time. We gotta go. Have a good night, everybody. We're gonna go kick it with Kiki.
Bye.
Sia looks like she's. This question better make Sia hatch.